Hi everyone, welcome to Our Vision. I'm Jose Silva, and today my guest is one of my favorite chefs. He's from Italy. He worked already in top restaurants with Michelin stars. Now he lives in Dubai and is chef at Social at Waldorf Astoria in Palm Jumeirah. He loves to dance, socialize, meeting new people, and Latin America as much as me. Welcome, my friend Carmine.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you to have me here. It's a pleasure for me because, as you know, we are friends, but also we do business here. And I'm very proud to share with you some opinion, some question. And let's
Yeah,
see.
that's it. That's why we are
Grazie.
here to
Yes.
also share with the people, not just from Dubai, but also people in Europe. They are thinking to move to Dubai. What are the good things, the positive things about this market? So that's why I will start with one question.
Yes.
How culture, because you already worked in Italy, now you work here in Dubai, and how culture define the way you cook?
So, well, as you see, I am Italian chef. And I used to work in different region, different country with different culture. Some of them they really know about Italian cuisine, but some of them they don't know nothing, and then you have to training them.
Yes.
One of the challenge I found here in Dubai is a bit the staff to training the staff. They are an amazing person, they are an amazing worker, but of course when you come from different culture and you want to learn to cook Italian cuisine is not easy, but it's not impossible. I always thinking when someone wants something is setup of mind, like passion, love for what you're doing. But what I can say, I work with an amazing different culture. So in my team, I have Indian, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Italian, Turkish, Malaysia.
And how do you manage with so many cultures because they have different references as well? How do you manage to work with them? What are your strategy and methodology?
So first of all, they have to understand you really want to teach them your roots. Of course, I'm coming from a day where the kitchen was hard. My big training was in London, which is in London, mostly of the chef look like Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
And that touch is impossible to have here. Because one, you lose the respect. And one, I think, is you cannot catch the best way what they can give to you. Because I always say I never will treat my staff, my family, as they treat me. Because not everyone have the same character. And also mostly of that people is come from peace and love country.
Okay.
So imagine me, I'm come from southern part of Italy, Napoli, which is already a tough country, strong country. And then my character is grown with strong things. And then when I was in London, I remember, so they don't use the half measure or it's always strong measure, which is giving me what I am now. And that's why the touch with them, it's I always give a family touch. They have a limit, they know, because we have a standard to deliver to our guests. Of course, because mostly in the big city, especially Dubai, the standard is very high.
Yes, of course.
And
Because we receive a lot of people from different worlds, and here in Dubai, people they have money, they come visit Dubai and they
so,
go to that restaurants.
of course, you can play as much you like in Dubai. You can have in low, medium, or high target restaurant, but mostly the life of Dubai is set up for high people.
Yeah.
And of course, when you have a restaurant to manage, a luxury restaurant where you produce luxury ingredient, where you respect sustainability, waste, and of course bring the roots from Italy to here, guests have an expectation.
Yes, and about that expectation, for example, you worked as a chef in Italy, right? And
Yes.
then the Italy, for like locals, they already have the taste of the Italy, and they have that expectations. What is the Italian food? Here in Dubai, it's a mix of cultures, right?
Yeah.
So also not just the staff, but also the customer they are very different and they have
course.
different expectations,
Of course.
right? And how do you manage this? And how do you see the
So
feedback?
I will
of
give
that?
you a secret, which is when the order come inside the kitchen, or we have a pre-briefing before the service, I always double check the nationality they are.
Okay.
This is a save point from our side because not each nationality they eat at the same step, at the same tasty. So, like what I can say, some people they like to have more seasoning. Some people they like to have more light. Some people they like to have more raw food, more cooked food. But I never lost the tradition. Because I cook what I learned from my grandmother.
Yeah, it's like the second question that I would
Yeah.
like to ask is who inspired you as a chef?
So if I am a chef, I have to say thanks to my grandmother, because my grandmother used to is a big cooker, and she used to cook for tons of people.
She also from Italy, Napoli?
Yeah, she's from Napoli, and so I was stuck when I saw her cooking in terms of the really traditional dish from Napoli, because we have ragu, we have parmigiana, we have polpetta like meatballs, we have frittata. So these traditional dishes, which is I introduce in my menu, of course I introduce with the signature recipe, but with a touch of modern cuisine, because of course all my background is coming from Michelin star, but I cannot forget where I come from. So I have to put my
Personal
flavor,
touch
my
onto it.
personality
Yeah.
from people can understand nowadays when they come at social, which is they say this is really authentic Italian restaurant with a modern touch.
Keeping with the inspiration, you said that as a chef, your grandmother is your
Yeah.
biggest inspiration. But when it starts, when you knew that you'll be a
So,
chef,
well, I will tell you something. I used to play football.
okay,
It was one of my best. I didn't say hobby, but everything at home. Everyone know who want me make me happy. They give me
a ball,
a
yeah,
football
football,
ball,
yeah.
and but always when I was back from the training football match, I always check my grandmother what she does in the kitchen, and I would like no. I always say I want to cook with her. I want to cook with her because cook. People sometimes can say it's just a normal plate, but it's not like that. Cooking is a creativity, fantasy. Cooking
100%.
is to make happy other person and actually make happy our customer, because I'm cooking from my roots, which is all my team is allowed to say and try and help when I want to create that dish. But the best answer back who give to you, your customer.
And for you, what takes to be a excellent chef? What do you think it's needed?
So to be an excellent chef is not just only cook, to be honest, because when you training and to make a nice plate of pasta or a nice meat, I don't want to say it's easy, but if you training, you can do it. But be a chef is something else. How to treat your team, how to treat your company, how you respect your company. I always say, and maybe that's why some company they really enjoy work with me, because I took the place as my restaurant.
Yeah.
And also if I have to put some finance part in terms I need something, so I don't care, to be honest, because I know it's my life.
Yeah.
No, it's not a job. Be a chef, work in the hospitality is not a job. It's something which is you do for passion, love. It's something come from inside, and that's why be a chef is not just make a nice plate of pasta, but also how you are in contact with guests, how you deal problem. Because everyone say no, boss, boss. I don't like to be a boss. I like to be a leader. I always say if we win all together. But if we lose, I will lose alone. I always will cover my stuff.
For you, what is the difference between be a boss or a leader?
Be a boss is like do it. be a leader, say, let's do it. Let's win. So I don't like my staff have scare of me. I have to be respectful, yes, but not scaring. So they are always be part of my family. They are my family. I spend most of time with them. So 6 days a week, 13, 14, 12, 10, whatever will be. Because one of the things in the kitchen, you know when you clock in, but you don't know when you clock out. So that's why it's art. For me, it's art.
Yes, that's what I would say as well.
Yeah.
For me, is art. You know, it's not just about the technical part. The technical part is important to have the theory, but then you need to have the passion and you need to have the sensitive as
That
well.
is
You
true.
need to be sensible of that. So regarding the kitchen and the environment in the kitchen and the stuff, must be very stressful because you have timings, you have people, you have a excellent product to deliver to your customer. How do you manage your emotions during that time?
This is a very nice question. Sometimes, especially now is high season, and as you know, Dubai is packed.
Yes.
Dubai is full everywhere. How to manage the stressful? Sometimes I go into the gym, to be honest. I like boxing. So this is one of my hobby where give me out all the stress and the adrenaline. But also sometimes walk around with my mentor, my executive chef, and of course sometimes nightlife in Dubai,
Dancing.
which is dancing. Sometimes have a beer, help a lot, which is to disconnect a little bit.
So it's like a work-life balance. How do you
Yeah.
see work-life balance?
Well, in Dubai is one of my best topic quality life balance, to be honest. I used to work in the kitchen when I start 17, 18 hours per day. Sometimes sleep there in the restaurant because the day after you have three different menu. So the life in London was almost 24 hours. But here, to be honest, working with my company, I found the right balance between work and personal life. So I cannot complain.
Yeah, that's nice. You touch in a very good point that is Dubai's packed.
Yeah.
And there is more restaurants per capita than everywhere in the world. How do you see this competition? Is something that you think is good for how is the hospitality market right now?
So hospitality is very high in Dubai. Dubai now can compete with the big
Cities.
city in the world. And when I say big city in the world, is
New
New York, Tokyo, Italy, French. We have big restaurant here with big name, chef name, which is they spend all them life to reach what they are now. And I think it's amazing. Of course, years ago it was difficult to find something in Dubai, but nowadays you can find everything.
Yes.
Dubai is the future.
Yes, 100%. But it's also hard to get clients. What is like the difference between, for example, you worked in London, Italy, now in Dubai? So what the difference that we can tell between
what
the
I can
two
say,
markets?
much restaurant for capital, but I don't think all these restaurants are focused on food there. This is my question.
Okay.
So mostly of the other region, the other nationality or capital we mentioned, they are food. Here, I can say 70% party food and 30% really food.
Yes, I agree.
So I see many restaurants which is they just copy and paste project. They copy and paste menu. Just the name outside of the restaurant is different. But small piece of cake where you can go to it, you will find identity, which is the chef put in the plate, which is they are out of this crowdedness of Dubai and they really focus on food. You have it, the competition is a lot, and I like it because where is competition is a challenge.
To be better.
So of course, and then
more.
We never stop to create, we never stop to learn, and to be honest, I'm not jealous about my other competitors or whatever will be because I'm proud, I'm happy when I see some chef or some colleagues in the floor manager, whatever position, they achieve an amazing goal because I know how he's suffering, how it's hard to reach this step. It's years and years which is out of family, forgot festivity, time no, crying, but you never give up. You never give up because hospitality is, as we say, I think it's one of the best job in the world.
And why do you think it's one of the best job in the world?
Yeah, so years ago I received one offer in Dubai, but I refused because 5, 6, 7 years ago, Dubai, it was a beautiful city, as we know, but in terms of food, I don't think so was high as now. You know, since the Michelin guide is arrived 2, 3 years ago, everyone is go up with standard, and that's why now the guest is high standard guest, because they want an expectation. We have to deliver our best. It doesn't mind if today you are in a good mood or you are in a bad mood. It's only one goal: deliver the standard. Because one of the best things is when you see one guest return back at your restaurant. This is my best goal. It means you did something good.
And what are the challenges that you faced here in Dubai? It's like try to find the best product. You have all the products that you need because
One of the challenges is the logistical way.
okay.
Of course, I support local product, sustainability, waste as much as I can. But of course, Italian restaurant, you should have some really product is come from Italy.
Okay.
And you know, we have some secret, no secret. We have some golden nuts ingredient which is just in Italy you have to buy. And then if you have a good logistical part, which is you have to pre-order, it's not complicated, to be honest. Everything I will set up your job. You find everything. I found really, I never have any challenge to find any product. I have my supplier, which is, they really support me for everything. Also, if I want, sometimes I want to have some really product, which is you find just in this part space of Italy, and they will find for me.
Yeah, something that I think about the UAE and in Dubai, it is a very convenient city. And when you need something, will you get it? You know,
Yeah,
you
will.
have support people that can try to reach out to get what you
Yeah,
need.
you are in a city where you can have everything also in 24 hours, maybe
Yes.
less.
Yes, that's true.
Some online shop, they give you in 15 minutes.
Yeah, they can go to Italy and back and give
So
you
where
what
you will
need.
find, I used to work in a big capital city, but Dubai is something which is there in advance.
Yeah,
And they
that's
will
true.
be more in advance.
Yeah.
They already plan in 2040, 2045.
And what are how you think the market will grow in the future, in the near future, in the next years?
I think they will focus more in sustainability. But I can be honest with you, I grown with sustainability because when my grandmother used to cook for me, she has their own garden. She has their own product, their own olive oil, their own animal. Can be chicken, pork, cow, lamb. So I grown with that kind of, and then of course the generations change, the population is grown, and of course the local artisan person they cannot produce for the world. And of course they become now things which is are can I say chemical or something which is mechanical, which I don't want to say is not good because I'm not in that position to say it's not good. But if I can choose artisanal, homemade, with mechanical, I always we choose homemade.
Yeah, me too. And in Portugal, we also have the chain between the producer and the final consumer is very short. So I also am used to go to the market and buy the vegetables and the fruit to the farmers, you know,
Yeah,
and
it's
the
correct.
meat and the fish. So this is totally different. It's something that I missed a lot of my
That's why sometimes
my home.
you can find in my menu sometimes product which is are out of stock
Yeah.
because it's all the end of produce or maybe we waiting the new producing, and it can happen. This is mean sustainability.
Yeah.
So, but the way you adapt in your menu is the goal where you can win with your guest.
Yeah, because you change your menu
I change my menu
according
almost
to the ingredients,
season
right?
ingredient.
To the season,
Exactly.
yes. Yeah.
I change the menu 3-4 times a year.
And as a chef, what are your goals?
Before 40 to have my own restaurant. This is my goal.
And,
I don't want to have big restaurant, to be honest.
And what kind of restaurant you would like to have?
Always Italian.
Italian.
Always. So I like to export my DNA, my
Culture.
roots, my culture to around the world. So one day, one of my chef, which is now have 3 Michelin star, he said to me, "Don't cook what you don't know. Cook what you growing."
Yeah.
Cook your roots, cook your way where you used to grown with your mom, your grandmother, or and maybe if you want to cook what you didn't know, just study. And then it's always I think if you do small sacrifice, you will have a small result. If you do big sacrifice, you will have big result.
Yeah. In everything in life, to be
Life
honest.
is a choice.
Yeah.
So in Dubai, you know what I think? I don't work for Dubai. I let Dubai work for me. I do just my job. What is my job? Make happy my guests with my food. Is sometimes people just complicated life.
Do you think so?
Yeah, they want to do over. Some things over is just a mistake. Simplicity. I think the best things to be able is simplicity. Honestly, loyalty
Yeah.
is one of the pillar of personal life and also work life.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
And here I found a little bit people are superficial. They come in your life, they see what you have, what they can steal, and then maybe if they don't need nothing, they're going. But everyone are here because they need something.
Yes, I feel that as well. But I think it's something that they are trying to change, and they are trying to be more authentic.
This is my point, is be authentic.
Yes.
Be what you really are. Show the world what you really know, what you are not. Because in Dubai, everyone want to show they are rich.
But it's not true.
It's not true.
At
They
all.
just want to show they are rich. But then when you are in touch with someone, I come from Napoli. So I don't want to say I grown on the street because it's not the right word. But I can say I'm a smart person. 20 years, almost 20 years, live alone to grow my personal luggage in terms of work, in terms of life. I can smell if you are or if you're not. Also because me as a chef being in contact every day with customer, I can feel it if the customer is a rich, medium or not. So that's why sometimes I saw some kind of person in Dubai, which is I just say okay, I listen, then I go.
You should have a lot of stories. Can you share some funny story with us that you recall it?
In terms of work life,
Yes.
I used to work in Australia, and was so funny. One day I have to cover the shift of breakfast, which starts 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know how, or was the jet lag or what. I went there 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And then it was funny to explain to the executive chef
Why?
that why at the end they joke and laugh on me, but for me it was 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then they expect me, and then the phone was on fire. When,
And people didn't eat the breakfast.
no, because they found a plan B,
And,
but I
yeah.
didn't wake up. So for me, I wake up around 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was so fun. No, but I have so many stories.
Yes, of course.
Funny story, most of the funny story in London.
London?
In London, I remember also, if I want to talk about personal life, one day I went out with normal dress, and then I come back like banana dress at home. It was so
You
funny.
changed.
Was so funny. No, my life is like that. One of the things life give you first an exam and after the lesson. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So give you already the tema like an exam, which is you don't know. After you understand the lesson, which is this one I don't have to do with. But it's everything is an experience. So of course we are here to live a memory. At the end, you think life is the only one gift they give you free.
Yeah. You need to,
Just respect and enjoy.
yes, and be happy. I think a lot of people, they complain a lot and they focus on the negative stuff instead of enjoy life, because this is one time that we have, so let's enjoy it
It's
as much as
true.
we
Some
can.
people they want to take care in things which is they are not able to manage. Just focus on what you can do it. Focus on what you can manage.
Yes, and also what you're saying about the people have high expectations and they
Yeah.
want to achieve something that maybe they won't achieve because like just 1% of the population is millionaire. So why do you want to be a millionaire? Why don't you want to do something that you really like and be passionate about that? And then if you become millionaire, it's an extra,
Yeah.
but it's not like something that you probably
Mm.
will never achieve.
I always say I don't want to be a millionaire, to be
Me
honest.
neither.
I don't want to be. I want to have a life which is I working for, which is give you a beautiful life. Thanks God, I cannot complain with my life. I did everything what my dream want. Sometimes I achieve it, sometimes no, but I never lose the power to go ahead and try and try. Because if you are a winner, let's be honest, if you are a lead winner, just because you lose.
That's true. And if you don't lose, how you are a winner?
So
You need to lose to
that's
understand
why.
what is to win as well, you know?
And also you discover yourself, your weak point, your strong point, your strength point. So that's why I don't work for money, to be honest. Money will come.
It's a consequence.
It's like a nails.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but working smart, don't work hard. Always is these things I say to my staff. Working smart.
For you, what is the difference between working smart and work hard?
Work is smart, which is something which is you thinking about when you have to do it, something. Working hard, just use the muscle. You don't use the brain.
Okay. So there are so many people moving to Dubai and looking job in hospitality. Which piece of advice you would share with these people? What do you think it's important before go or when they are here?
Dubai is one of the biggest capital which is about hospitality restaurant place.
Yes,
But how many of them close after 1 year, after
A lot.
reopening,
a lot.
because they cannot survive.
That's correct.
Some of them, they hire people to make an amazing training and amazing result. And then after 1 year, they just treat the people like
Nothing.
piece of object because they finish the probation period or whatever will be on the contract, they don't care. So what I can say to people who want to work in the hospitality, always to double check for the company they want to work. It must be a strong company since a long time in the hospitality. I think nowadays work with the chain hotel is a safe bet. And always I say that work in the hospitality, they will not make you rich. It's not make you rich, trust me. You can have a nice life, but something which is you will explode with your financial part. Of course, if you are smart, you work a lot, and then you become a consulting chef or consulting restaurant manager, bartender, whatever it will be, this one is different. But it's hard to reach.
And
It's
you need to work smart.
Of course, you have to
reach.
work smart. Also, the way you be in touch with guests is important. Body language is important. What I learned here in Dubai is, what I can say is a body language. Because I spent before 0 to 103 seconds. So my body language completely change. And then people can understand if I am upset or I am moody or whatever. Now I learn a lot of body language. So where sometimes you don't have to
Express.
reaction,
Yes.
just absorb. Sometimes you have to be a sponge. Absorb and take out, absorb
Yeah.
and take out. Also because work in the hotel is a lot of political. It's not just work in the standalone restaurant.
You have so many rules to follow, correct?
Let's say the base is there, is almost the same, but the standard policy to follow are different. But thanks to the hotel, I understand what this mean do business, what this mean manage a restaurant. Because where I am now, I completely in charge of the restaurant.
What are the hardest thing to be in charge of the restaurant for you?
Let's say comment, okay? I give you an example. To give you an example, I receive one guest which is they want penne white sauce, but dairy free. So as we know, mostly of the penne we made with the white sauce will be made with cream, butter, cheese, and then sometimes you have to be smart enough how to reply back. because as you know, guest when you are a guest and you go in a luxury hotel, which is you spend quite a lot of money, you want to be treated as a king, correct? And imagine if some of the question you have is not will be delivery or will be delivered in different way or in other way. So this is already starting in the mind of the guest is a complaint.
But let me ask you this one: for you, the customer is always right?
This is a delicate point. It's not always right, but depend the way you handle. The way the guests have to understand the philosophy of the chef. The guests have to be educated what the chef cooking. Because nowadays I found a lot of comment in terms of Italian food just because open an Italian restaurant outside of Italy, it's very easy because it's a safe bet at the end of the month about financial part for the owner or whatever it will be. Because you put pasta and pizza and everyone is happy. But on the backside, maybe you have a different nationality, which is can be any nationality, are not Italian. How can cook Italian food?
I don't know.
Maybe is minimum part which is have Italian background, the father,
It's like
the
a
mother.
fusion more than Italian food,
And
right?
then a lot of now are focusing this Italian American food. Sometimes they come and say, "Can I have spaghetti
Burger.
meatballs?"
Ah, spaghetti. Okay.
I don't have any problem to make spaghetti meatballs because we have in Italy, but we have spaghetti and on the side we have meatballs. But meatballs on top of the spaghetti is not Italian.
Yeah, but you know, in Portugal, we eat a lot
Yeah.
that.
It's not Italian. It's something American
It's fusion.
fusion, which is I completely respect.
But
I
it's not
completely
Italian.
But it's not Italian. Just let me say that it's not Italian. Then if you want, I will do for you. It's not problem at all. Or sometimes also I receive pappardelle Alfredo, tagliatelle Alfredo, which is the story is Alfredo is very true because one of the famous restaurant of Alfredo is in Rome. And they really prepare this pappardelle Alfredo with butter, parmesan on the wheel. I think it's something special. But they think it's a must to have chicken and mushroom inside. This chicken mushroom is an ad from I don't know where. And then when they want pappardelle Alfredo, and then I prepare the normal pappardelle Alfredo, and the guest say, "Where is the chicken? Where is the?" I just say, "This is not."
The real recipe.
And then say, "Sorry, we used to eat in America, we used to eat in Australia, we around the world, Germany." I just say, "It's fine, I will do it, but it's
it's not.
But the way you have to transfer the message to the guest have to not appear like arrogant. Because
Yes.
some guest they think is arrogant. And in my way, because I can be with so many kind of guests now. What also in my life, I can stay with the rich man, I can stay with the poor man, I can stay with I can stay with everyone. My personality doesn't. I don't charge you for your Rolex or for your car. I charge you like what you have inside. If you have a good heart, you always will find me close to you and supporting you. But if I found people which is do something because they thinking I am smart or I'm not
Yeah, I get.
cuckoo, let's say cuckoo, I will avoid these people. I don't give next chance.
But you know, since the reality shows start with the chefs, the chef now it's like kind of a celebrity, a pop star,
Yes,
you know,
yes, yes.
and they used to be arrogant, you know. It's like a bit an attitude and the positioning to be, I don't know, but this is some kind of my impression on it. What do you think about it? Do you feel it? Do you feel that the people have some
I don't
expectation
feeling that,
the
but I
chef?
feeling the new generation of people want to be a chef. They think they know, but they don't know. They think they are here, but exactly they are here in operation. So because all this program, all this show, food show, they think they go there, they do 3 months of 6 months or 1 year of stay training, or they are part of this show, and they feel a chef. Sometimes I have some interview with these people, also operational wise. They don't know also the difference how to cut one veg like a micro mirepoix, big mirepoix. They don't know the base of the kitchen. So we start, the older generation start from the base, the mother sauce. The new generation, they don't know. They know just that kind of fusion. They want to plate this fine dining. But before to go that, I always say, you want to go on the moon, fair enough. But you first you have to know how to go on the bicycle.
Yes,
You cannot go on the moon without know how to
with a
run a
bicycle.
motorbike.
Of course.
And this new generation, they want to go there, but they don't know. And so many of them, they fail. They fail.
Yeah.
And this is one of also the challenge point to treat them, because the ego is so high. Also, let's be honest, also me. After when I left London, I have this attitude, I will fight everyone, I am the chef. And then you understand it's not like that. Because also, for me, doesn't mean you are kitchen or they are floor. We are one family. We are on the same boat.
And to succeed, we need. It's like our body, you know. If my heart is against my lungs, my body doesn't work.
That's
so we
why-
need to be complementary and support each other,
So
right?
of course the chef have this strong attitude. Be a chef is not easy. You have to have strong attitude.
You need to
you-
be the leader, as you said.
But they don't have to be scared of you.
Yeah.
So they have to understand you are the chef. They have to. So you deliver your food to the guest. You know what is it? Each dish on the backside of my dish is a story. Why I do this dish. And you training them. Training them, they deliver it to your guest. But if you training them wrong, how they can be successful your plate? It's impossible. Because they are your seller. The floor is your seller. And of course, when I am going outside and then I touch the table, the guests feel it like, oh, the chef is come here, and then I explain. Because I am in touch with the guest
Yes.
every day when I'm outside. That's why I always say, arrogant is not the right version to be nowadays in hospitality, but straight, sharp,
Assertive.
sure what you're doing, because they look you as a god. Say, this is my trainer, my leader,
Yeah.
so you cannot fail. Or maybe if you failed, you have to find straight the solution, because we have also that kind of things in the hospitality. You know, some guys doesn't like one plate, and you have to find a solution how to swap the mental of the guest, which is, I don't like this plate, I don't like this restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy. Being in the hospitality, it's something which is connected with people.
Because here in Dubai, especially, reputation is everything. So like bad reviews can
Of course.
do.
Also me, when sometimes I want to go out to eat, I know the restaurant in Dubai where I can go, where I'm not going. But when it's a new restaurant, I always go ahead and check and say, is worth to go or not? This is the things, because sometimes it's a scam, I can tell you. You pay tons of money,
Yeah, that's
the end
true.
is just, as you say, 70% is showing, you know. And I don't like to go there. One, because I know how it's work to buy. And two, I am a foodie.
Yeah, I love food as
So
well.
I love food.
So let's to the last part of this podcast. It's about traveling. You already lived in different countries. We travel a lot. So for you, where is the best city that you ever visit, or the top 3 cities in the world?
In terms
Yes,
of work,
to visit
London.
London.
London, thanks London, I am where I am now. In terms of life, Australia.
Australia.
Australia
Why?
is in my heart. Let's say it's like Dubai, but natural.
Okay.
It's like, so wild. Let's see more wild, not natural. Let's see is wild. You know,
With a lot of animals, like nature, greens.
beaches. It's lovely. So my heart is always in Australia. But actually it's very far.
Yeah.
It's very far from my city. You know, and then Dubai. I like Dubai because, as we talking before, we are the generation 50-50. So we have the tradition to apply in the innovation.
Yes.
And Dubai is one of the best cities to be. Zero criminality, secure.
innovation, business,
everywhere. You can have everything straight.
convenience.
Of course, when I go back to my country to visit my family, I feel a little bit unstable because the system is completely different. Because here is the standard is very high. That's why. So, but the tradition. I love the tradition. So I am not a material person. Like you make me happy with the
Like a watch or whatever, but
No.
with a good moment
with a
together,
good,
right?
if you say let's take a coffee and then you come and you give me a pen, this is for you. I give an example. You make me happy with a gesture,
Yeah.
no with material things.
Yeah.
So I am that kind of generation, which is thanks to my family. They teach me the respect for the another person. What is the essential of the life, you know? And what I found, like this new generation, they are a little bit
More focus on the
yeah.
material things. Now, the best city to eat. Nápoles.
my grandmother house. So when I go to eat there, I feel
And what is your favorite dish that your grandmother does?
so. I like from her side the parmigiana. We have this special things is a vegetable we calling friariellis, turnip tops, let's say in English, with sausages, bread, eggplant in oil, this
So many.
porpetta. So I can give a list from. We can talk 1 more hours about.
Yeah. And to finish now, what
But
is...
I like Asian food, to be honest.
Me too. I think
like
Asian
Asian
food is my favorite one.
So
I love
when
Asian
I'm going out, I'm not going to Italian restaurant. It's very rare to go Italian restaurant. But when I'm going out, I like Asian.
food. Me too.
I love Asian food.
Me too.
So give me Thailandese food. Give me Japanese food.
Me too.
Give
Even
me Korean food.
Chinese food.
Give
everything
me
else.
Chinese food. So I really love it. So I really enjoy. But give me Peruvian. Peruvian, it's one of the things. At last couple of years, I discovered Latin food.
But I don't like that much as
But
I
part
like.
of them, you know why I like? Because they come with not luxury product.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't grown with Wagyu. Also with luxury fish, they grown with vegetable, herbs. And from that, chicken, wild chicken, Guinea
Beans,
fowl.
eggs.
And from them, I try some of them dishes, which is, I think is an amazing taste. And imagine if they're growing in a foodie place, what they can do it.
Yeah, that's correct.
So that's why I
100%.
like also that kind of food. But yes, and pizza, of course. One time a week I have to go to eat.
But you guys from Italy don't eat the pizzas we eat, that we used to put like meat or fruit in the pizza.
No, to be honest, I'm not scared
It's like a
about-
crime, right?
It's more than a crime. I don't have the right word to say you now. But I don't judge who do that. But for sure, he never see my face there.
Yeah.
But in Dubai, you have a nice pizza to eat. I went someplace to eat a pizza, which is remember me where I come from. You know, always he say give you a memory.
What are your favorite restaurants in Dubai? Can you say?
Why? Yeah, I can say why not. So, if we're talking about innovation, modern, Michelin, I can say Trendy's Studio. You know, it's Indian food, but in a modern way.
Yeah.
In terms of Michelin star, Trendy's Studio is located rooftop of Sir Regis on Palm. I went. I still remember after 1 year what I think. That's why they give me something. If I want to eat a nice Peruvian, I will go Fusion Ceviche and GLT. The chef is one of my favorite chef.
Me too. I
And
love it. I love it.
also, we are friends, but we respect each other. If I want to go to eat
Asian.
Asian in terms of Japanese,
Yes.
I will say Takaisha.
Takaishi. Yeah.
If I want to say Italian, I will say Lorraine,
Garden is very good.
West Palm Beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
And social.
Yeah, socialist, but I cannot be part of this list. So, And yeah, nice pizza. I will go to Naughty Pizza in Business Bay. It's a nice pizza. Also, if we have our traditional pizza, Naughty Pizza is a new version of pizza. But if I want to eat traditional pizza, I will go to Pizzeria Michele, which is the story of Napoletan pizza. They have different brand here in Dubai, in the world. So they took the tradition from Napoli everywhere in the world, this is an amazing. But it's Korean. If you want it Korean, I will go in Abu Dhabi.
In Abu Dhabi?
Abu
Which
Dhabi, a
restaurant?
nice restaurant. I will not say. This is a secret.
Okay. So
I will give you after the name.
okay. So thank you very much.
But it
be
was my
here.
pleasure.
It was like we could stay here more like 3 hours. Thank you very much. And you guys know, if you want to try this amazing Italian food made by Chef Carmine, just go to social and just give your comments if you want any comment to be approached in this podcast. Thank you very much and see you. Bye-bye.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.